my beautiful lovelies, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another vintage gadget test. Today I'm going to be testing this, and this strange object is called the Dazey Stripper. What a name, what a name. And I found this at my local Savers or thrift store, and I paid $3.99 for it. If you've missed my other vintage gadget tests, be sure to check out the playlist to see some other lovely gems. So this is called the Dazey Stripper. Let me take off this plastic case. And this is a vegetable peeler. So basically what you do is you sandwich the thing that you're going to be cutting, whether it be a piece of fruit or potato, in between these two prongs. You lift up the cutter blade, and this thing will rotate as you turn it on and peel whatever you need peeled. I didn't find a date on it, but I'm guessing based on its design, it's from the 1970s. It's kind of this cream off-white color and brown. And here is the blade. This is the cutter blade. And I noticed that this one is broken. But when I was inspecting this closer, I looked at the very bottom and it says extra blades inside. And I said, well, let's see. And I opened this and there are 3 extra blades. Isn't that great? So the first thing we're gonna do is switch out this blade. I'm gonna grab one. This is what a new blade looks like. It's basically a scalpel that's been bent into a horseshoe shape. And this one is broken. Looks a bit like a sewing foot, and then you push that and slide that off. Just slide that into place, and that clips into there. And then we just put the foot back into here and close that up. So to round out this gadget test, I thought I'd do a little bit of a recipe as well, and I have been dying, okay, that was a pun that was totally unintended, but it works. I've been dying to try funeral potatoes. That's actually a pretty good one. But funeral potatoes is a dish. Basically, it's a casserole of potatoes and lots of cheese and butter that's served in out west, sort of the intermountainous region of the West, mostly Utah. It's believed that the name funeral potatoes comes from the fact that this dish is often served at the party that follows a funeral, but it's still served at birthday parties, celebrations, get-togethers, potlucks, and it is a crowd favorite because there's tons of butter and cheese in it. So I thought after I peel a few potatoes, hopefully this thing will work, I'm going to use my potatoes in that dish. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got some giant russet potatoes, and each of these weighs almost a pound. So it says to lift this up, impale it nicely, get the cutting arm out of the way, then push this top spike down. Now that is impaled. Squeeze and lift as high as it will go. All right, so we've got the large potato in place. Now let's see how well it works. I'm just gonna hit the button. Here we go. Actually, this is a switch. Let me hit the switch. Here we go. It's working beautifully. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that's sexy. Look. Okay. It's working perfectly. This thing could be on one of those most satisfying videos ever because it's so consistent and perfect and mechanical. Lines on the side of this, it looks like something that you threw on a pottery wheel because the edge of this looks so beautiful and consistent. It stopped by itself. It did miss this little very tippy top, but it did get it quite close to the bottom. And that was fast. So if you're making a bunch of apple pies or something, Dazey, strip them all day. This is hot. Okay, I got to do the next potato because that was just not enough for me. I need more of this. I need more of this. I need more of this. Okay. Did you see that pile of potato peelings? Look at that. So you can make potato pasta. It's just one string of potato skin. Let's do that again. This one's even longer. Now, I'm going to impale this one in here. Hopefully my Dazey Stripper can handle it. I don't know. This is as high as it's going to go. So I might have to perform a little bit of surgery. Whoop. Drop that down there. so satisfying. So perfect too. That's what makes those satisfying videos so satisfying, is that the perfection of it all. So hot. Look at this. Oh, and it stops by itself. I love that. So I could see using this if I had a whole pile of potatoes or a whole mountain of apples, because it took probably less than 30 seconds to peel this whole potato. And then, of course, if I was making a recipe, say like a zucchini noodle recipe, then of course I would use something like this. But besides that, I don't know that I would have to have an, appliance that took up counter space for this. Let's try something smaller. Let's try an apple. Oh, that's a problem. You accidentally hitting the switch, that's a problem. Here we go, apple time. Beautiful. Works great on apples too. And just turns itself off. I love it. The Dazey Stripper works beautifully. It does leave a little bit of peel on the top and the bottom though. So almost all of the recipes I found for funeral potatoes called for frozen hash browns or frozen, country style cubed potatoes. And because I have fresh potatoes, I'm going to be using these instead. But I'm going to shred them like hash browns. Now we have shredded potatoes. To this, we're just going to add the rest of our ingredients. It goes pretty straightforward from here. We're just going to dump everything in. 2 cups of sour cream. Can we talk about satisfying videos? 1 can of cream of chicken soup. There goes that. Wow. Whole stick of melted butter. So this recipe is adapted from one that I found on the internet, and I will put the link down below. We're gonna add a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 2 cups of shredded cheese. This is sharp cheddar. So I'm going to put it in a 9x12 pan. I don't recall if it says to butter it, but I'm going to go ahead and put some non-sticky stuff. Oh yeah. Spread it out. We're going to put a little topping on it. I've got 3 cups of cornflakes in here, and I'm going to crush those up a little bit. Now we're going to add another stick of butter, or a 1/2 cup of butter to this. Whoop. Now we're just going to cover it with our cornflakes. Now we're going to pop this into a 350-degree oven and cook it for 40 to 50 minutes. And then we shall eat. Da-na-na-na-na-na. And here it is. The funeral potatoes are finished. My house smells amazing. Smells like baked, buttery goodness. Oh boy. Itadakimasu. Really good. I was a little bit worried that it'd be too salty because there's 2 sticks of butter in there, a teaspoon of salt, and condensed soup in there, but it's not. Nice and soft potatoes, the crispy, buttery corn flakes on the top, which give it a crunch and a little bit of corniness. And the texture of this is good too. I was a little bit concerned that this would be kind of just a soupy, mushy mess, but it's not. The potatoes are well cooked, they're soft and tender, but it's not like mashed potatoes. You've got a little bit of stretchy cheese, you've got the sour cream that adds a little bit of tanginess, which I think is welcomed in this because there's so much dairy in this. There's the milk from the sour cream, the butter, and the cheese. It's great. So there you have it. Funeral potatoes made with the Dazey Stripper. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever seen one of these before, or if you've ever had funeral potatoes, or if you make a different version of it. Let me know down in the comments below. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, subscribe, like, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye! Greetings, my beautiful lovelies, it's Emmy.